Hello, marketers. Excited to introduce you to hashtag Marketers League Talk speaker of today. She is a competent professional with over 15 years of experience of delivering and sustaining revenues and profits through her diversified portfolio and geographies managed across India. Aarti has led a team of 1,000 people with sustained business development. A mother of two princes, Arya and Devna, she loves to nurture her team and makes them grow. Join me in welcoming Aarti Sharma, Head Shoppers Marketing, DIGO, here with us.
Thank you, Sachin, for having me over. This is such a wonderful initiative, and I'm really, really glad to be a part of it. Thank you. Very humbled. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aarti, again being with us. And no, it's been amazing when you are onto the show. The energy is quite exciting, and we love no interacting with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. So, in starting with the conversation around COVID only, no, COVID has shown the bitter truth. No unprecedented shift has happened. No, that is beyond imagination. So, what is your recommendation? How to stay relevant in today's world?
Sure. So, Sachin, before we get into this entire COVID discussion, I'd like to share with you a couple of things that I think we have had to adapt in the last, say, 2 years as marketeers. Okay. First of all of us have been humbled in a very big way. जितना भी हमने माइकल पोर्टर्स का मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट जितना भी पढ़ा था, none of that now seems relevant, and yet relevant, and I'll explain. One trend that I've seen, or rather 2 years में जो अभी से हुआ है, is that every 3 months things are changing. कभी लॉकडाउन होता है, कभी फिर लॉकडाउन का अनलॉक हो जाता है, then we have to recollaborate, we have to figure out what is going on. Sometimes brick and mortar is working, sometimes brick and mortar is not working. So I think as marketers, हम जितना भी हवा में उड़ते थे in terms of being able to do business plannings for years and years, वो सब अब लागू नहीं है, right? So to that, let me come back to your actual question on how do you remain relevant. So I've written down a couple of points. You have to bear with me because I'll keep referring to my notes.
Sure.
So let me first begin with giving you examples of companies who have stayed relevant to be able to make my point. So I will start with first Urban Clap. Okay, and this is a very funny thing that I will talk about. I can talk about Urban Clap की app में temperature भी होता है. Urban Clap के लोग plastic sheets भी लाते हैं. They have hand sanitizer and all. No, what I'm going to talk about is something very specific. So in Urban Clap, there is a facility to get threading done, that women get their threading done, right? And you would know this, your wife probably goes to the parlor, and I've been going, and then, you don't have daughters, but I do. Then eventually my children will also go. The technique of threading involves us to put a thread in your mouth and thread.
Yes.
This is the technique which has been used for years.
Yes.
And I'm sure there are men also who do threading, right? This has been used for years. Urban Clap, when there was COVID, cracked the method of doing threading by putting the thread around their neck and then threading so that the mask doesn't come off. And I was talking to one of these girls who comes home to kind of do our services for mom and me, and she was saying कि मैडम हमने 1-1.5 महीने में जब पूरा लॉकडाउन था हमने सिर्फ ये सीखा कि सफाई कैसे करते हैं, threading कैसे change होता है, how to maintain a distance, sanitize, wear a mask, wear this, because so many services are so difficult to do in a personal touch environment, right? But they kind of did that, and this is how Urban Clap made themselves relevant. So when jab lockdown khula and people wanted haircuts and women wanted threading, there was a whole rush for it. This army of people came absolutely prepared, right? There was a temperature check, the way, like I told you, threading was done, and the stuff they carried. So they took out their bag, they took out their sanitizer, they took out their plastic sheet, they made the consumer feel absolutely safe in a so-called unsafe environment. So coming back to your question, how do companies make themselves relevant? The trends are now no longer about the quintessential needs. अब ऐसा हो गया है कि आप किसी बंदे को पानी में फेंक दो, suddenly he's not going to remember the Omega watch that he is wearing, he's going to remember how to swim. And that's exactly how companies have to now adapt, looking at the environment. And relevance is looking at the consumer need, and the consumer need has absolutely changed. And I'll give you the second example of that. कोई भी apparel brand ले लो, Myntra आप खोल लो, कोई भी apparel brand, it has gone from workwear to loungewear. There is a new concept which has opened out, which is work from home wear. We never had a work from home wear, right? हमारे पजामे होते थे, निक्कर होते थे, पैंट शर्ट होता था और हम जाते थे. And now there is an entire line of apparel which is work from home wear. This is also adaptation and staying relevant, right? Companies understood need. Let me talk about furniture brands. Desks, stand desks, launch at home desks, desks for small offices, desks for big offices, chairs, ergo chairs, all of that has come, and the discounts which are being given because people are now working from home. So the short answer to your question is, open your eyes, stop being arrogant marketeers, understand the need, don't be myopic, and change the product as per what is relevant today.
That could
So, yeah,
be the most interesting and innovative answer that you could ever share with you. Great. Thank God at least you're not asked about the workwear home to me.
Yes, because I all know what we wear below our shirts.
Right. Right. So, taking the conversation forward, another important chapter which is now relevant is about customer, because all the time
Yes.
what we are selling as a marketer is about the
Yes.
customer. So what makes the customer stay or stick to a brand?
Yes, yes. So before that, Sachin, I'd just like to tell you one thing. There is a new balance which is I have learned in my Alcobev industry, the difference between a consumer and a customer. So for us, customer is trade, and consumer is the man who consumes, or the woman, the person at the end who consumes, right? And we kind of treat both differently, and yet they are the same, right? Let me tell you what makes a consumer stay, and this is hilarious, okay? So in today's day and age, a consumer actually doesn't know what he needs. मैं आपको एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देती हूँ. आप और आपकी Mrs. Juneja, and you are sitting and you're having a cup of tea, and she goes to you and she says, you know, Sachin, I'm really bored. I've been wearing the same clothes day in and day out, and I want something different. Now, how much more different can you get from a salwar kameez, sari, shirt, pants, skirt, shorts? Uske baad kya? What will, if I may take her name, Monica, wear, right? What will she wear? Now, this is where brands get really agile, right? So, like I had mentioned, they bring loungewear, but when she opens her Instagram app, she will be bombarded with stuff which is comfortable, where she can run behind her kids, where she can look great for her husband and feel great about herself. And therein we kind of create a need. What makes her stay in that brand? What makes her stay and use the same thing? One, that she sees that there is value for money. Two, there is variety. And this is just an apparel. If I come down to the food, the delivery industry, Swiggy, for example. So let me just delve into loyalty programs. Although I know in terms of questions or the topics we have discussed, that comes a little later, but let me just delve into it right now. So loyalty programs are basically of two kinds. And loyalty programs, let me do a disclaimer here. This is going to be, I know there are marketers around the world that will kick me for this, but loyalty programs don't work. Loyalty programs don't work. And I'll tell you why they don't work. Loyalty programs are typically where you earn and burn. Jet Airways used to give it at one point of time. Indigo doesn't give it at all. And Jet Airways का हम miles accumulate करते जाते थे, फिर हमारी पूरी family अमेरिका free जाती थी. मेरी नहीं, but लोगों की. I'm just giving you an example, right? Now, when there is a high use case, right? For example, look at the loyalty program which is running in Swiggy. आप खाना खरीदते हो and you're a Swiggy Prime member, आपको delivery free मिलती है. You're a Swiggy again Prime member, आपको 20% discount मिलता है. So it is, you are not going to accumulate and then burn. You will get your benefit there and then, and the variety of offers will keep changing. So 20% on this, free delivery, chana bhatura ke saath ek Pepsi free. They will keep doing that. They'll keep doing that, right? So the stickiness increases. It makes me want to go back to Swiggy again and again and again, right? But if this was like a Taj holiday, जब मुझे पता है कि मुझे हर 2 साल में 25,000 फूकने, तो मैं शायद that loyalty program will work, that sir you've come this year, I know, and I'm talking about myself, Sachin, not about you, but they look at me and say, अच्छा मैडम आप आए हो, मुझे पता है कि आपके औकात नहीं है, 6 महीने के बाद ही आप आओगे या 1 साल के बाद ही आओगे जब आपका बोनस मिलेगा, चलो ये लो 25,000 का वाउचर आप ले लो, जब आप फैमिली के साथ आओगे आप रिडीम कर लो. It works then. It definitely does not work in the high use case environment, right? Similarly, again, Urban Clap. Another example, I think that company has done a lot of things right. You book, you take an Urban Clap Prime membership, immediately for a 1,299 bill, they tell you pay only 899. So you take a annual membership and you keep getting discounts. Ultimately, we all need to get groomed and get something cleaned or get something, जैसे carpet धुलाई होती है हमारी, हर 6 महीने somebody in our house will come and say, you know, कर दो, right? So these, what do I say? Immediate gratification is what makes a customer stick right now.
That's right. That's right. I think this is the interesting flow of conversation that you just mentioned. So as just now we were discussing about the loyalty. So what would be your tip? Currently, loyalty doesn't seem to be the buzzword. So what would be your tips to ensure a better customer engagement?
So I would put it this way. Again, now I'll have to go back to a Michael Porter and talk about a couple of things which I've written down. One is FOMO is a big thing, which is fear of missing out. The creation of FOMO. Now, again, Mike, a consumer may have a niggling idea of what they want, but they don't know exactly what they want. You need to create that demand, and then you need to make sure that the consumer has variety of choices to be hooked on. And fear of missing out is a big fear that marketers now play on, right? And I'll give you an example of Clubhouse, which is this new trend which has started. It is basically an audio room, and it is only invite basis, and it is only on iPhone. So one is that you have created a community which is so-called exclusive, and people are asking for invites, and then you're saying, okay, it's on iPhone and it will come to Android eventually because it has to. And then this community comes together. What does Clubhouse do? Clubhouse is basically clubs which are created in audio rooms, and you can interact with anyone in the world and give a point of view. Yes. And you know, Sachin, I'm using it. I'm telling you on a personal basis. I use it in the morning to recite Hanuman Chalisa with my kids. So there's a bunch of us that come together and we recite Hanuman Chalisa. We do meditation together. We discuss marketing trends together. We also bitch about the government because why not? Everyone is doing it, right? And then there are groups which are helping people to get oxygen concentrators, and you know, it's a community which is being built. And these are people who are sitting in the USA, who are sitting in UK, who are sitting in India, and they're coming together and talking about what is relevant to them, right? I don't know who the person on the other side is except the DP. So there's a sense of privacy which is maintained, right? And therefore, the FOMO which is being created, and I know eventually Clubhouse will monetize this, but I am part of the bandwagon because of fear of missing out. I want to be, as someone who wants to be relevant, I want to be part of it. And I think companies need to kind of tap into that fear a little bit more, and not be sadistic about it, not make everything premium, not make everything chargeable, but really give some few features free so that there's a larger community which is then created.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. So taking the conversation forward, if you can share the customer journey mapping and some tools which you can recommend, because so that at least whether it's COVID or no COVID, or maybe lockdown or no lockdown, there will be some standard set to pursue forward through your wisdom of knowledge.
Yeah, I was in telecommunications. I was at Vodafone for a good 12 years. And one of the things we used to do as marketeers is focus group discussions. And we would listen to our consumers. Apart from market visits, we would listen to our consumers. What has happened in the last couple of years is that companies are they find it so important to kind of be relevant that somewhere along the way and get new acquisitions, that somewhere along the way, they've stopped taking the consumer feedback. And I'll give you an example of that. So Oyo is in hospitality. One of the top reasons that they send out an open-ended survey to consumers, they said, "Ki aap Oyo kyun book kar rahe ho? Or what is it when you book Oyo? What would you want?" And everyone said sanitization. 90% of the respondents said sanitization. Then they sent a closed-ended questionnaire where they said, would you want to have, apart from sanitization, would you want to see if your staff has been tested? Would you want to see if your staff has been vaccinated? Would you want to see if we are COVID-free, corona-free? Would you want to see if we have, let's say, RT-PCR testing close to our hotels? And then they send out the same question, a different question to the same set of people, and the answers changed. Now, there is a very important consumer insight in this. The consumer insight is that when you're talking to your consumer, they are going to do something of a herd community. And a herd mentality or a herd community is कि हमें पता है कि हमें साफ कमरे चाहिए, चलो मैं ये इसके बारे में बात करता हूँ या करती हूँ. But the moment an option is given to me that this is also what a company can do, that they can get COVID testing done, that they can tell me if their staff is corona free, then I would prefer that. And that adaptability is very, very critical right now, right? I'll give you another example, and this comes to your current question on the tools, etc., right? And I'm threading this together, my thought process together. We can't do market visits now because there's corona. We can't do it. How do I listen to my consumer, right? And what we are trying to do is that we try and get inputs from the sales team, and we say कि आपको जो पता है आप हमें बताओ. Again, we can't do it in an open-ended because मैं आप sales वाले हो, मैं आपको बोलूं सचिन आपकी मार्केट में सेल्स क्यों नहीं हो रही, बताइए. आप क्या बोलेंगे? प्राइसिंग है और स्टॉक नहीं है और I'm talking about Alcobev, right? Competition ने तो इतना पैसा दे रखा है, trade margin इतना है, ये है वो है. But if you want to really sit and have a chat with them, I'll tell you what kind of things will come out, and it's super interesting. They will say that although there is corona, there is one small marginal competition who has kept a small gathering, who is giving at-home kits, who is looking at giving free chakna with the bottle of alcohol, and therefore market share is increasing there. And this will not be one big player. This will be a marginal player, right? And I'm not going to take any names, but it'll be one player which has just entered the market. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, so I have to be a little bit more adaptable. Do you think I can reach out to a consumer? And literally at the point of sale, it is that one thing at that moment of truth, the moment they walk in saying, acha, isme offer chal raha hai, chalo main ye de deta hu. It could be just a bag of peanuts. Somewhere that information has to flow to me today. I cannot do it because I can't enter the market. Erstwhile, हमारे क्या होता था कि marketing teams would enter the market and do the market with the sales guy. And so we would get these inputs. And now I need to find a way to have these inputs come to me from where I am because I can't travel. So when you say tools, the only tool right now is to listen to the consumer and figure out what you have to do. You want to do Zoom calls, focus group discussion, do it. You want to take 100 consumers, call them, have agencies call them, do it. You want to take a free set questionnaire, put it out to your consumers, do it. Do it digitally if you can, do it on the phone if you can, call them on the phone if you can, but do whatever you have to understand what your consumer finally is talking.
Right. I think the direct feedback is always with the good and the true feedback, which brings the right set of solutions, which actually we should put on, to convert a problem into a solution and then maybe increasing a sale, as you rightly mentioned. So absolutely, I do agree on the same. So this question is now it's for the marketers like me, like you, and there are many others. So the young generation, although we are still young, but there are our young chaps, those who are listening and would be listening to this show. How to stay relevant in today's VUCA world? What are the skill set that you would recommend being a marketer to the marketers?
Yes. So one is be humble. We began the conversation with that. I'm sorry. One of the things I've realized, when there is an extraordinary situation like this, it kind of questions everything that we know, right? Humility is important because this is not the time to say ये मैंने इस market में try किया था, ये तो होगा नहीं. We have to be humble, we have to be agile, we have to try 10 new things. And we have to have our ears open. We have to be like Ganpati Bappa. बड़े बड़े कान होने चाहिए हमारे, where we listen to everything that the world is saying. And we have to be very, very agile in terms of what are the international use cases. And I have to tell you this, Sachin, one of the things that my academic journey has taught me, and you and I share that journey together. So without dwelling into too much information there, my academic journey has taught me that whatever the trends are in one country, there is always a learning available in another country. Whatever the trends are in this industry, there's always a learning available in some other industry. So as marketeers, we need to be well read right now. We need to get out of the blinkers. We need to see what is relevant this industry, the next industry, and not just competition. Competition is doing exactly what we are doing. They're running the same race. We need to see what is cutting the clutter. And the second thing, my personal journey, which I've had to second guess all the I wouldn't say learning, but all the things I've implemented and failed at, and I have revisited. Because you will realize as marketeers, and I've been doing marketing and sales for the last 15, 16 years. And I'll give you an example of that. Focus group discussion is a very expensive proposition which is passed out. It's passé now. But in this day and age of digital age, you can do an FGD sitting in a Zoom call. Why not revisit it? Why not? Why not get a whole bunch of consumers sitting in an afternoon like you and me and talk to them, right? Why not get agencies to come on board and delve into what could be a consumer insight of some company based in UK, right? In fact, I'll tell you something that we have, what I have decided to do for myself is that I went back to reading a few things on shopper marketing. So there's a writer called Martin Lindstrom who writes a lot about shopper marketing. And I've had to go back and revisit the text to see what I can take from the basic, make it more relevant, and then align. There is no brick and mortar. A shopper journey, अगर दुकान ही नहीं खुली है तो मैं कौन सा POSM लगाऊंगी दुकान में? So I go into the digital space, and then suddenly दुकान खुल जाती है और इतनी लाइनें लग जाती है और उतनी लाइनें में how do I make myself relevant, right? What can I possibly do so that I catch that the purpose of the guy, the attention of the person who's purchasing, right? One example is IPL. One of our brands is the major sponsors of IPL. IPL cancel ho gaya. We created a beautiful retail theater. We created beautiful activation. IPL is cancelled. What have we done as agile marketeers? We have gone into the digital space. We understand, we are sensitive. We know it's COVID. People are dying. We don't want to do IPL. It's okay. We will come back with a plan in 3 months. We will make it relevant when things open out again. I will come back to one of the first things I changed. One of the first things I said, trends are changing every 3 months. So definitely be relevant, definitely be agile, definitely be humble and be adaptable. And definitely keep your eyes and ears open to the international trends.
That's so lovely, and could not be a better ending of the show. Taking the conversation forward, I think that this was the last one, and would take your thoughts on us, the marketing soul, the community of passionate marketers, the passionate marketer like you, our Great Marketer Club member. What is your thought?
So Sachin, first of all, hats off to you. I think you have created on LinkedIn a beautiful place where people are actually giving fantastic opinions. So I am actually fairly mind blown. I have read some of the articles that you have published, and I'm watching this space because I think this community is growing, and I know you are the driving force behind it. So one is, thank you for giving space to people like me to be able to put a point of view across, and thank you for allowing the people who are growing in corporate to be able to see it, students and young corporate people. But more importantly, in this day and age, sharing of learning is the only thing that will help us survive, and you're doing it's such a commendable effort. So thank you for that. I think an excellent effort, and I know that Marketing Soul will do incredibly well. I see it in one of the top 5 mentions of LinkedIn Voices in the coming future, and I'm looking forward to that. And I will try humbly contribute as much as I can in whichever way I can whenever you need me. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And it was a dire motivation that one can can get on the Sunday to work more and hard to ensure that Marketing Soul really works hard and to make it to the right purpose which it has been meant for. So thank you so much, Aarti, for being with us today.
Thank
And
you.
it's been lovely talking to you. There's a lot of learning that we got from Urban Ladder to Diageo to alcohol and to a lot many things. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.